Yeah, you've read the title of this video and you're going like, Ruben, what the hell? You're a channel with 58 subscribers. You've been doing this bullshit for a year. You've made 102, 103 with this video, videos, and you've been thinking of quitting. Well, yeah, I have been thinking of quitting. I've been thinking of quitting since the beginning of 2024, basically. With first my motivation beginning to die down, having a lot of stress and a lot of work with my final exams that I now had, and I hoped after my final exams I would get an amazing motivational spirit to help me through this, but that motivational spirit has not come yet. Again, this video is titled I've been thinking of quitting because I'm not quitting. I'm not gonna quit. Not yet, at least. I feel like quitting is kind of, you know, pathetic. Especially since I've not been uploading a lot of stuff yet, and I've only been doing this for a year. It would be kind of pathetic, to be honest. But the reason I've been thinking of quitting and thinking of never doing any of this again and just deleting it and hoping never of any of this never reaching anyone else is just because of several things that have happened over the years, especially that story you all saw of me that I uploaded about a year ago, well not last year, not a year ago, called November 25th, 2022, sorry. And the person in that, when I started uploading, wasn't really happy about it. Of course, I don't care about that anymore. But, you know, it always stays with you. Much people saying that the quality isn't good enough. Much people saying that I should do other things, better things, and not doing it because I want to do the stuff I like and not what they like. And I know, this is the cliche. Oh my god, he got hate comments and he's listening to it. No, that's not it. I don't care. But it does do something to a person, you understand? It does do something. And no matter how many jokes there have been told, if it was a joke or they really meant it, or if it's just good advice, it still does something. And of course, I make jokes like this. I make things like don't get me wrong. I have done a lot of bad stuff with friends. I'm not the best human being in the world. Guess what? I'm not superhuman. But I am a human, just like everyone else. And this is not gonna be a pathetic cry story of boo-hoo. People have told me my quality sucks, because that's not the only reason I've been thinking of quitting. It's part of it. It's me thinking like, why the hell would I even try if nobody's gonna watch my videos anyway? But of course, nobody starts out famous. And it wasn't even my goal to be famous. But seeing everyone else get famous and you're just behind, it feels, you know, weird. And me saying this openly like this is really out of my comfort zone, but I do want to say it. I've always in my life thought that I was worse than everyone else. I couldn't do stuff right. Games I couldn't play as good as other people could, and everyone would have their game that they were just extremely good in. Like Die Hard had Soul Shatters and UTPR. J&G was also really good at Soul Shatters and UTPR, as you can see. They're both their videos. Rhythm games, people were better at than me, and everyone had their specialty in game that they would be good at. But me? No, I didn't have that. I just sucked at everything. I would always be pity on, like, the guy who doesn't know how to play the game well. The guy who's like, oh man, he sucks, go easy on him, guys. Or, oh man, you've lost 5 games in a row now. Get better. And then if I try to, with a lot of training, a lot of just trying, shooting, playing shooting games and that thing, and playing UTPR nights and nights training, trying to get the moves, trying to get the combos, and then trying it out and still sucking, doesn't give you motivation at all. It just kills it. It makes you say you hate games because you're just not good at it. And that maybe sounds pathetic or dumb, or why would you do that? But, you know, it's just like, you just want something you're good at and you cannot find it. And if you then think you found it, people get better than you in 3 days. 3 days of training, and oh, they overtook you. And it kills you inside. You try to find that thing that you really like, but just, people are always better than you. People are always better than you at everything, and you try your hardest to just get over that, but it keeps haunting you, and people keep giving pity and trying their best to be like, poor Ruben, let him win as well so he feels better by himself. Like, I feel like the little kid, the brother who's playing with the controller unplugged. I feel like that's me. And it's been like a journey, and of course I love the videos I made, and I still do. I always will, even the cringy ones, even stuff like Editor Ruben and King Ruben. I will always like that, even if it's cringe, even the songs, even all of it. But knowing you'll never just have something that you're good at, it's killing. Knowing that this video gonna like get 30 views because it's 8 minutes of me just talking, it's killing. Even though I know that the algorithm works like that. And I know people don't get famous instantly. And I'm already happy with 58 subscribers because I never thought that was something I would get. 58 subscribers. That is something. And no, I'm not gonna quit. You don't need to worry about that. I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna be like giving up in that sense. What I'm gonna do is try and get better. But with college coming up, of course, video's gonna be slower after about 3 months. So in August, but I'll talk about it then. But for now, I'm gonna keep going because I feel like that's what's best for me, for everyone I care about. That's what's best. I'm not gonna just lay down and take it. I'm not gonna be like, boo-hoo, I'll never be better than anyone else. No. And maybe that sounds really selfish that I think like this. Maybe it's a selfish need that I want to be better at least one thing. But it's how I've been feeling. And I know people probably won't admit it, but I know you also sometimes think, I wish I was better at this, or I wish I was better than someone at this. I wish I was the best drawer in the world. I wish I was like Markiplier. I wish I was the guy on that stage. I wish I was the guy with a girlfriend. I wish I was the guy who, you know, that kind of stuff. And I do want to say that I have had a lot of people help me with this, including my girlfriend, who's been there to support me every single way. You've seen her in a video. Thank you, Blossom, if you see this. And thank you, everyone who has been supporting me throughout this, who have been asking for videos, who actually care, who actually watch it. And I wanted to call out one person in particular, and that's NGN. When I thought my lore, my story wouldn't do any good, nobody would care about plot lines, nobody would care about, he was there, and he cared, and he tried to figure it out, and he tried to do everything, and that does feel good. And that does make me want to keep going. This video was basically me just ranting about how I've been feeling, and a little advice. If you ever feel like you're not good enough, just keep going. Don't push. Of course don't push yourself, but don't go lay down on your back and cry because you don't know what to do. That is never the option. The right option is to just don't give a fuck and keep going. Because people are gonna see me dress up in a red cape with pink dots, talking like this, and I do not care because I like doing it. Well, that was mostly the things I've been talking about. Well, anyway, that was my little talkative rant. I hope you at least got some advice out of that, and just understand that sometimes having a YouTube channel is difficult, and it's not the editing that's difficult, it's not the recording that is, but the things you need to deal with because you have one, that's difficult. Well, that was it for me this time. Next time, probably upload a video that my girlfriend made a few months prior when I was feeling sick, which is a That's Not My Neighbor video, and I also made a That's Not My Neighbor video, which is nightmare mode, but those will be coming later. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.